Hi, I'm Jessie, your intuitive guide and mentor, and welcome back to this new series designed to help you find more soul alignment and achieve a greater sense of that evasive fulfillment. So, you know the saying, it's just the luck of the draw. You've got to play the cards that you dealt. You win some, you lose some. Some people just have it made, or karma will take care of it. I'm sorry to tell you, but that is all rubbish. And apologies again in advance, because this next part you're probably not going to love hearing, and your ego self may want to protect you by turning me off and looking the other way. But what if I told you that you have the exact life that you need at this moment in time, and that your life was specifically designed by your soul before you came into this world? Gives you the ick, right? Like, to think that this life with all its challenges was on purpose. My immediate reaction was like, yeah, freaking right. Why on earth would I choose to be eternally single, always broke, chasing an elusive dream and reaping no reward, and always feeling like I'm behind everyone else? But once you can calm that immediate ego reaction and start to clock all the lessons that you've learned from those experiences, that's when I could begin to understand how everything is soul designed. So what does soul designed or aligned even mean? Most people have a basic understanding of what a soul is, right? It's that intangible, intrinsic part of us that makes us unique. It's sort of like our personalities, but with a connotation of a connection with a higher power, which I call source, or it's God. And it's just a concept that has captivated science and Hollywood equally for the last decades. Think of how many movies there are that dramatize that battle of good versus evil for our souls. And I'm sure at some point in school you heard about the 21 grams experiment that tried to capture the exact weight of a soul departing a body at the moment of death. Everyone sort of innately gets what a soul is, but it's just very difficult to explain. So let me try. It is that non-physical, spiritual part of you that has a connection to source or a higher power, and it has a much greater understanding of universal knowledge than our human selves do, plus a bunch of other ancient understanding and knowledge that we have certainly forgotten along the way. Souls are on a mission, should you choose to accept it, to grow and increase their vibration or frequency. And therefore they have chosen your specific human circumstances for experiences that are going to give you the best chances for soul growth. And as the saying goes, growth doesn't happen in our comfort zone, which is why your soul may have created a range of uncomfort zones for you to live through. And that's why older souls or higher frequency souls like you often find themselves facing big challenges, because you are ready to live a big life and learn big lessons and reap big rewards once you've overcome those lessons. And I know you're probably thinking, I've had the challenge part, but when does the reward part kick in? Or, no, that doesn't sound right. The experiences that I'm going through are unique to that and cannot be explained away so easily, and they certainly weren't from my creation. Enter the ego. This is about the point where my ego jumped in to do what it does best and ensure the protective beliefs that it built up around me over years and years. Beliefs like it's not my fault, or it's just bad timing, I have to work twice as hard as everyone else, I was set up to fail, or life wasn't fair. to ensure that these protections weren't questioned and my ego wouldn't lose her job as my number one bodyguard. Now, I don't mean ego in the sense of being a obnoxious, arrogant twat or someone that is self-centered, but more in the sense of our ego is our learnt side of our personalities that is designed to keep you safe or thinks it's keeping you safe with small doses of fear and disempowerment so that nothing can really truly be your fault and that you never fully push the boundaries of what's considered safe. The ego is in stark contrast to a soul that desperately craves for you to take ownership of your life experience. I know that that is hard to hear, particularly for people that have had challenging, traumatic, or tragic lives so far. And I understand that that feels really tough to swallow. In fact, you might be having a physical reaction that literally makes your throat and your chest tighten. But please stay with me because you deserve to break free of this uncomfort zone and feel more safety and fulfillment in your life. So think of soul's journey like a video game. Just like games, we get so many lives to master a particular level. Our souls get so many lives or chances to test out levels again and again because sometimes our human selves aren't the quickest learners and they need a few lives to master a particular lesson and get the upgrade or up level literally by raising our vibration and frequency and consciousness enough to overcome that particular challenge or lesson that you needed to master in this life to truly feel fulfillment and alignment. If you're an older soul, which means that you have had a lot of lives, and in that you have probably chosen a particularly hard level to enter in this life, it can be hard to accept that the challenges that we faced are for our highest good. Even the most confronting, even the most seemingly negative challenges were designed by your soul to have those opportunities for learning and growth, to achieve a particular understanding or lesson. Things like learning to put yourself first. Things like having unconditional self-love. Things like trusting your own senses and instincts and knowledge, despite everyone else thinking something different around you. Knowing that you are enough. Those are all really big soul lessons. And once you've achieved something like that, once you've conquered that lesson, that's when you can upgrade into a more abundant, more fulfilling, and more aligned life. Sounds pretty good, right?